Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. C, seeing you around the quad. I am in Chicago, buried in snow, and more is coming. Thank you for your patience as I was able to get through a difficult week. But I want to be able to offer you some information about the term plan. I'm very concerned that I have talked to just about each of you individually, and you're just not getting it. Let me see if I can try a different way. I need to see everything on your plan from soup to nuts every day to account for at least 15 hours or more for the next 8 weeks. Why? Brian's post is a real big one in class. I know not all of you know each other yet, but my 81 students will be meeting my 9,000 students here fairly soon. And I want to be able to let you know that you're all struggling with the same piece. This is the part where I need to micromanage you because you don't know what you don't know yet. And I have to protect you from what you don't know. And so that means it needs to be an 8 week plan of being able to have time management, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. I want to see Monday, 3 to 5 p.m., task 1, task 2, task 3. I want to be able to see, did you finish them? Can you cross it off the list? Many of you are just putting things on your list that says, I'm working on my perspectives, I'm working on the proposal. Not good enough. That doesn't tell me what you're doing. For example, somebody was talking that they were talking about finding participants. Yeah, I understand. You want to know if you've got peeps. You want to know if there's availability. That's good, but there are very few things you can tell them at this point. This is the part where I need to micromanage you. If you have something, send me an email. Let's have a quick conversation before you do something that hurts you that you don't know will hurt you. And so I need you to be able to look at your term plan as if you're accounting for at least 15 hours. I want to see at least 15 pages each week. I want to be able to look at 15 pages in your prospectus or the whole thing, because it's usually about that, that you're working on annotated bibliographies, you're working on seminars in the Writing Center, you're working with writing tutors, you're having a conversation with me if that's the case. You've had in there, we can have a synchronous conversation in class if we need to, because believe it or not, most of you are stuck on the same points. And that's why this video is only for my 8,100 and 9,000 students. But I need you to understand what the plan is, because many of you are stressing out about things the plan will happen and take care of for you. And here's why. This is not an assignment. This is a technique for you to use. I have my book next to me. Here we go. Remember I've told you in class. This is my messy for the month of January. It is a day planner. I went to the dollar store. I pay $1 every single year. That's it. Nothing cosmic, nothing fancy. Why? I've tried the expensive ones. They're just more money. The concept is a time management system. What am I going to do? When am I going to do it? How long is it going to take me to do it? Even with things with the funeral this week, and I had a medical procedure yesterday, I had to make sure that I am moving things around. And I'm actually bumping some of my things, as many of you know, to this weekend because I took Wednesday completely off the calendar and I had to adjust things a little bit. The question is, I know time and task. I know how long it's going to take me to do something, and I am very task oriented, meaning if I schedule something from 3 to 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock comes, I will stay till 5:30 or 6 to make sure that task is done. Why? Here's a little anal for Dr. C. I like to cross things off my list. You can't just say, I worked on my prospectus today. I worked on my proposal today. That's not good enough. That's not going to get you there. Specific goals, Yale research, Harvard research, all the research says when you use a tool like this, you get there faster because you're being able to quantify and qualify. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? And are you doing the right things in the right order, in the right sequence? That's the micromanagement piece I have to see. Just saying that I'm working on there, and many of you had 1 line per week for your term. That's not going to cut it. I know it's a drag. I know it's difficult, but this is why I have this plan. I woke up this morning, I know exactly what my appointments are. I have one at 10, I have one at noon, I have one at 2. I have 6 different things that are on separate lists. Here's the separate list of things that I have to do. Notice the cross off things. I have today's list, which is over here. I have the week list, which is over here, and it's a system. And that's why I accomplish as much as I do most of the time. Before most people even get up their day, my day is half over and all of my things are done. So if you're very structured, and for those of you who just kind of are type B personalities and just show up, this is not going to work for you. The goal for you to do this once, spend out the 8 weeks, spend the time. Then all you have to do is rinse and repeat. Wake up tomorrow, know what you have to do. And then at the end of each week, you look at, well, what was I supposed to do? If I did it, yay. Then you start the new week as you planned. If you didn't, then you have to bump some of that stuff from what you missed to the next week and rinse, repeat. And you just keep updating. It's a fluid document. There's no way you're a mind reader. There's no way a crystal ball works. But 95% of your stuff is going to happen when you have a plan. And the plans that you guys are giving me are just not specific enough. They're not going to get you there. So I want to be able to give you techniques. There's a reason. This is not just an annoying assignment for you to check the box. This is a tool for you to use. That's why I've been kicking it back. Some of you have got it kicked back twice already. I'm adamant about this. I'm passionate about this. Why? Because it's going to get you to where you want to go. So quit fighting me. Quit resisting me. Simply take a deep breath, spend an afternoon in there and look at what do you need to do and how are we going to get there. And I'll leave you with a quote with Alice in Wonderland. We know Alice, right? From the childhood story, Alice in Wonderland. Alice goes to a fork in the road and she asks the Cheshire Cat, which way do I go? His answer is iconic. If you don't know where you're going, any path will do. Many of you are on this any path and are very frustrated because that path is not leading you to where you want to go. You start at the end, so you know that when you're getting the tactics to get there, you end up here, not somewhere else. Here is graduation. All right? So this is the part where cooperate to graduate. Trust me that I will get you there. I currently hold the record at Walden. Dr. Ron Jones did this in a year. 2 other of my kids have done it in less than 18 months. I have 88 graduates now. I'm pretty sure I know a little bit more than you right now, and that's said with love and kindness. So trust me to get you there. That includes all of the editing that I've given you. I'm not supposed to be your editor either. I'm supposed to be able to be content only. And yet for many of you, you're fighting me on passive voice. You're fighting me on first person. You're fighting me on a lot of things. You continue to fight. You get to the committee is going to fight back. And this is a part where there are certain things you don't have to like it. You just have to learn to do it. And I will tell you, Ron and me both wrote our dissertations without first person in any part of it, without passive voice in any part of it. And I had to learn 5th version APA, which was a lot more difficult and a lot more nonsense than we have to do. Yes, I called it nonsense. APA format is a lot of a formatting so that it all looks the same when you get into ProQuest. So please, I beg you, call me on the phone. Stop fighting me. There's a real big quote. What resists persists. If you can just let it go, just understand, I got your back. You got this. The more you fight me, the longer it's going to take. Okay? So you'll see my husky in the background. Say hi. Gracie, say hi. You say hi. Gracie. Gracie, you say hello. She's too busy watching her kingdom. But anyway, quick video. Please make sure that you understand my passion. It's all about graduation, how to get you there. So let's take this term plan a little bit more seriously. The other thing to consider is that the university is watching, particularly for those of you who are taking a little bit longer than the milestones are expected to. There's only a certain amount of time that you are allowed to do this from the day you start to the day you graduate. The university is watching. I have to do reports on all of my students, particularly when I see their term plans. And right now the university is waiting for mine because I've kicked them back. And I want you to be in the best part of possible light because you want to look at graduation. And part of you and many of you, maybe a few of you, might actually join faculty one day. Dr. Ron is actually on faculty at Walden. And now we are colleagues instead of me being the mentor and he being the student. And I've done that with my mentor and a few of the people sitting on my committee. So this is a process that people are watching. Let them know your name and let me help you build that reputation as you are a student, because I guarantee you great things will happen once they call you doctor. So let's get you there. But I need you to trust me a little bit. All right. So details, details, details. See you around the quad. Take care. Bye-bye.